And so, what about supplements then? Do you use supplements? Do you recommend supplements? You know, do you think there's a place for them if a dog's having raw meaty bones?
There's about 26 different vital nutrients in a raw meaty bones meal, and that really should suffice what your dog's having nutrients wise. Alright, so you're going to get your glucosamine in there, your zincs, your calciums, your vitamin A's, B's, C's, D's. You're going to get all of it contained in that source of meal.
Right.
So no, I don't generally say that we need other supplements like vitamin A's or extra glucosamine supplements or anything like that. But the one supplement that I do use is the fulvic acid. When a dog comes off its commercial food diet, alright, and it's had a lot of wheat and grain, it's got E numbers, chemicals, preservatives, and goodness knows what else in its system. The dog needs to go through a detox. All of a sudden, after some dogs, you know, especially 8 or 9, have been fed this type of diet for 8 or 9 years, their body has adapted to that type of diet. They're suddenly going to put some fresh, new, raw stuff in. There can be what is called a detox process. Of course, as well, some dogs on the commercial food diet have got many ailments, many health problems, therefore have had loads of medication, chemicals again added into their system. So yeah, I always suggest to help a dog through detox and to help him make the switch onto the raw meaty bones diet, I suggest the pet answer.
Right.
Just to help that digestive, the digestive enzymes and the gut flora and everything to really to return back to its normal healthy state. I then suggest that, again, because even though they're on a raw meaty bones diet, there's lots of toxins that they can still be subjected to out in the garden, in their water, household cleaning products that we use. You know, they can pick up anything. So I suggest even once they've been through the detox process to keep on with the fulvic acid, just to help their body remain in balance, remain intact.
And is it easy to use as a product?
Absolutely, absolutely. I first started trying to add it to the meat, which I found that really difficult because the dogs kind of shake the meat and the powder would go everywhere. But I can show you, I'll show you a little video on that, but I just basically mix it in some raw egg. You know, add a little bit of water and put it down as sort of like a little eggy milk drink for them, and they lap it up.
Right.
So really, really easy to use as well.
Okay, so shall we see that in action then?
Yeah.
Yeah, okay.
Lovely.
Okay, so we've talked about raw meaty bones, Nikki, but what we've got here, then what you're going to show us is using egg. Now, does the same principle apply that it's raw egg, it's not cooked, it's in its natural form, so that's perfectly safe to give to a dog?
Absolutely, yes. I mean, again, they would go into birds' nests in the wild and they'll eat the shell and everything. But yes, raw is much better. Totally fine for dogs. You know, quite a few people can have raw eggs, humans as well. There's quite a few athletes that have shoved them down their throats, isn't there? But
so
yeah.
What you do now, you've got the fulvic acid, so this is the demonstration.
This is a demonstration, yeah. How to feed your dog fulvic acid. Really important to feed them 5 minutes before they have their meal. Alright. If they're onto the raw meaty bones diet, this is the best way I've found to feed them the fulvic acid. So if we now I've got a big greyhound and a little Jack Russell with me at the moment, so I'm going to give them 2 eggs between the two of them. If you've just got a medium-sized dog, you could just do 1 egg. If you've got a little dog, just 1 egg. I'll just whisk that up. I find they really, really like it's. I create sort of like an eggy drink for them. Now, Annie would have a level tablespoon because she's a big greyhound, alright? So she'd have a level tablespoon. And then Elsa would have about quarter. So we shove that in.
And it mixes in well.
Yeah. Oh, a little bit. that was my over whisking there. But yes, it's the best thing I've found is to actually add a little bit of water. I usually use just get some water from the tap. Just the tiniest bit of water, alright, not even that much, just and I find that really helps the fulvic acid to mix into the egg. It goes a little bit into sort of gloopy lumps otherwise, but as you can see here it's mixing up quite nicely. Alright, and then that becomes like a nice eggy milkshake for them. We'll give Elsa a little bit. We'll give Annie a bit more because she's a bit bigger. I'll give Elsa a little bit more. And we'll call them in. They already know what's coming. Come on then. Want your drinks, girlies? There we go. And they should just lap that. That really is how to feed your dog fulvic acid.
So this would be like a starter, I suppose, to
absolutely.
To something else? Yeah.
Yes, yeah. Feed this 5 minutes before the meaty bones, which we'll do in a second now for them.
That didn't last long.
It didn't last long at all. And it's nice because fulvic acid's in there, it will start working on their digestive systems.
Because Annie's been on the fulvic acid now for quite a while, but Elsie about a week or so?
A week I've had Elsa, yep. So, and I've already noticed quite a big difference in her coat. Is really starting to soften. She was on the dry food before and it sort of had that greasy feel, but she's getting quite a nice bit of shine and softness on it now.
Okay, so they've just had the egg with the fulvic acid in, and so what are they going to have now?
Right, we're going to feed them some raw meaty bones. I've just got all of this free from the butcher. Alright, some of his cut-offs.
So all this was absolutely free?
Absolutely free.
Not a penny?
Not a penny. What we got there is part of a chicken carcass. Alright, as you can see there's plenty of bits of meat and fat on it. There's bone in there. It's got it all really. Pretty horrible stuff to handle, but the dogs love it. Now what I find with these bits is actually, they'll probably do this themselves actually, but they probably won't eat that stomach content. But again, you know, they know which bits to eat and which bits not to. Let's have a look what we got in here. We got some, oh look, it's even got free chicken leg there. As I say, all this just came free from the butchers. So we'll take this out. I like to feed them outside. There you go, sweetie. Want that one? I think they'll choose which ones they like. So here we have Annie eating a raw chicken carcass. She's crunching up the bones. She's using all her back teeth. You can see from the position of her body, she's really sort of given her, she's got a nice bit of just letting the digestive system really work. She kind of likes to eat with the bottom stuck up in the air. But the real difference I've really noticed with the fulvic acid, Annie had a bit of an accident on her eye down here. You can see here she cut her eye chasing a cat a couple of weeks ago, and she just healed remarkably quickly. I've never seen healing like it, really. And I would say that was a definite, she's got a good immune system being on the raw diet, and with the fulvic acid as well. It's allowed her body to heal a lot quicker. Come on then, you can have another one. There you go. Now, Elsa's been on her raw meaty bones diet for just a week now, and she had a fair bit of mouth rot and gum disease, which we'll have a look after she's eaten that, how that's doing. As you can see, her teeth are actually really nice and white now.
And the size of that piece of meat, that's okay for a dog of Elsa's size?
Absolutely.
Or will she just eat what she wants and leave the rest?
Absolutely.
Yeah.
It's actually sort of good to give them a fair size to eat. I mean, I wouldn't give her too much bigger than that. That's the size of the sort of prey she would normally go for. She would go for small chickens, small birds, rats, mice, that sort of prey. But she can handle that with her mouth. Again, they've been designed to handle. She's using the front teeth there as her scissors to cut the skin and the meat on there. She'll use the back teeth where she's got, here we go, to really crunch through the bones. Her whole mouth has just been designed to do that. Well, I've already noticed her coat really, really shining up on this, on the fulvic acid and the raw meaty bones.